I'm going to talk about tonight is Bronny James. Simple, Britt. Should he get drafted or will he get drafted? However you want to go with that. And if so, who do you think picks up Bronny?
I mean, to be honest with you guys, jeez. To be honest with you, I mean, he only worked out with who? Two teams. So, and that was what, Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Lakers, right? So, I don't think any team has really had the opportunity to be able to look at him. All they go off of is the NBA combine and his tape, and it's not much of a tape because he was hurt due to his heart situation, which was unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I understand he trains a lot with some of the NBA level trainers. But will he get drafted? Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, he will get drafted. Should he get drafted? No. I think he should have stayed another year in college. I do think he has some NBA abilities, but I think he still needs time to develop, or at least take another year in college to really work on your skill set and work towards getting into the NBA. I'm not sure if it's going to be the Lakers. I feel like there's going to be a team in there that's going to surprise us and end up drafting Bronny. I really do. Maybe it's because, okay, we kind of like this kid because people have comparing him to a poor man's version of a Drew Holiday and a couple other players, which I do believe he can develop into that type of player. But I think he should have waited another year. But to answer your question, Jay, yes, he will get drafted, which is, yeah.
Okay, Walk, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Brett. I think he should not be drafted, but I believe he will be drafted. And if if LeBron has his way, which it looks like he's had it up until this point, he's gonna force the Lakers' hand, maybe because he has that player option. He had that $51 million player option, and so he can easily say, "Look, you get LeBron. I mean, you get Bronny, and I'll stay." You don't, I might, opt out and go wherever Bronny is because he's made it known, that he wants to play with his son. I mean, I don't think any player, in my day, no father son has ever played together in the NBA. So he wants to be the first of doing that. He's a lead scorer, so he wants to build on his legacy and put a notch in his belt, check a box, if you will, and all those good things. So I think the Lakers go and get him. I think they do. They may make they may have. I don't know if they'll trade. They don't have anything to trade. So I don't know what they'll do if they have to move up. If somebody goes out there and gets him, so what do you want for Bronny? Something like that. But I think that he does get drafted, and I think it's a great chance that the Lakers will draft.
Yeah, and K Walk, that's kind of why last night when we were doing our mock
I
draft,
know.
I
Yeah,
had the Lakers take Bronny at 17. And I know
17.
that's crazy. Like, I know
Right.
he's not on anybody's
That's wild.
board that high. I know it's crazy,
But
Britt. But I think, like K Walk mentioned, like there might be a team out there that's just trying to be slick. And they
Mm-hmm.
might
Mhm.
say, if I grab Bronny, could that shake things up for LeBron? And is grabbing Bronny maybe worth running the risk of saying, if I grab him, does that change LeBron's thought process? Would LeBron be willing to come play with us if we've got his son? So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple teams out there, maybe not that high, maybe not
Right.
that
Right.
high, but once you get around 28, 29, 30, there might be some
right.
teams that are willing to do that. And the Lakers don't pick again until 55, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's either secure him at 17 or run
Yeah.
the risk of maybe somebody else snatching him up. So I just think that that's going to be something interesting to keep an eye on. I don't know.
You know
Yeah.
what's unfortunate about the situation though, and I have a lot of respect for Bronny. I love his mindset. I love how hard that he works to get even to this point. Um, Although I do feel like he should go back to college and develop. I don't know about this whole Bronny LeBron situation. I just feel like this is causing someone of better talent at this moment getting left behind because teams are so focused on LeBron wanting to play with Bronny, that they'll do anything to go get Bronny James. And now there's a much more talented player that deserves that spot, that's proven to be in that spot, and they're not going to get selected or they're not going to get recognized because of this whole entire situation. To me, it's frustrating and it's unfortunate. So now, unfortunately, not everybody can be LeBron's kid, and it's like the NBA and people in general just need to recognize that. Like somebody in the comments said, Mikey Williams still better than him. To me, I agree. I just don't think Bronny is there yet.
Yeah, he definitely needs some development.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And whether he's going to do it like just being in an
Sure.
NBA program or if he plays in the G League, I mean, who knows what that development's going to look like. But it's going to be very interesting to kind of see where those chips fall on draft night for sure. Get off of this. Let's hit two more topics before we get out of here tonight. Is it Sha'Carri or Sha'Carri? I think it's Sha'Carri, right?
Sha'Carri. I thought it was
Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri.
It's
It's
Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri.
Okay. So we
Mhm.
saw Sha'Carri the other night win. She came in first, and what do they call it? The U.S. qualifying. What do they call it? K-Walk. It's losing
Olympic
me.
trials.
The Olympic trials.
Trials. Oh yeah, I thought it was
trials.
Yeah,
So she came in first in the
made me
Olympic
think like
trials.
I was thinking so. I thought they called it Olympic trials.
Olympic trials. She came in first. She looks great. Obviously, she's been through a lot. Heading to the Olympics this summer. Simple question: is she going to bring home the gold? K-Walk.
Yeah, Jay, you know what? If she stays confident the way she's been in the last, I don't know how long, it's been, 2-3 years, maybe 2. I know we talked about it, some time back where it seems like she lost her confidence, especially with that whole, the drug thing or the marijuana thing. She seemed to lose her confidence. But now, if she can do it, Jay. She definitely can do it, but she can't afford to come out the block. She can't stumble out of the blocks, man. And she cannot do that. She's been doing that too consistently. So and still running great times, mind you.
Yeah.
But I don't think if she stumbles out of the blocks in the Olympics, she'll place, but I don't think she will win the gold. So if she can clean up her starts, yeah, she can definitely do it, Jay.
Yeah,
and if she does that, she will do it. She will do it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. Like her top end speed is phenomenal, but man, she is not good coming out of the block. It's almost like she pops up immediately. It's like one step and she's standing straight up, like no dry phase whatsoever. So they got to try to get that fixed because I don't know, like. Can she be like a Carl Lewis and just run everybody down the last 50 meters?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Britt, what do you think? Can she bring home the gold?
I think she can. I absolutely think she can. She proved that at the World Championships last year, and remind you, when they first started, she was, I think, in last, and then she made a surge the last 50 meters or so. She came out of nowhere. She was in the very last lane 8, I believe she was in, and beat Sharika Jackson and Shelly Ann Fraser Price, who are really hard to beat. Like, I know Shelly Ann Fraser Price is old, but she was still one of the fastest. I shouldn't say old. Older in the game. She was older in the game. And then Sharika Jackson, she's older, but she's still one of the fastest runners in the game right now. So I think her confidence propelled even after that. But I agree with K-Walk. It made me nervous when she stumbled the way she did. It's one thing for you to stumble forward, her speed will most likely catch up and she'll get her balance, but she stumbled to the side, which could throw you off big time. So I'm hoping that her and her coach get together, fix that start, and then if that happens, I think no doubt that she'll be the winner. I mean, she stumbled and still, I think she set the record at 10:71, I believe.
10:71, yeah.
10:71, because they had to calculate the win. The factor in the wins along with it. So that was a 10:71, and that was a record at that particular meet. So or at that track. So if she continue on that without that stumble, she's running like a 10:65 at least.
Yeah.
So I think she got it.
Yeah, I think she's going to bring it home as well. It'll be a great redemption story for everything that she's been through. But we know the Jamaicans are going to be tough. Like they're going to bring 2 or 3 sprinters that are absolutely going to challenge her. But I think she brings home gold. I think it works out for her for sure.
Yeah, Mike, you're absolutely right with Melissa Jefferson, and this is why I say Sha'Carri Richardson can't afford to stumble out of the blocks, because you have runners like Melissa Jefferson. Good point there, Mike.
Yeah, and Melissa Jefferson is very talented as well. I love her. TT Terry, that's my girl. But my favorite is Sha'Carri Richardson, and I think she got it.